Hello everyone, my name is Michael and I'm just going to be doing a quick video to show the new lab ordering system in Helix Practice Manager. So I'll just start with the few things you need to have set up to use electronic lab ordering. You'll receive this checklist and a cover letter explaining the switch before go live. So it will let you test the system. As you can see, it's just sending some more orders and receiving them back into HPM. You'll also need the latest version of Helix Practice Manager. You'll need at least 3.7.9.2. I'll show you where to check that now in a minute. You're also going to need health link certs on all PCs that you intend to do lab ordering and A4 printer set to default to do the printing of the actual orders. So now I'll just jump back over to Helix Practice Manager. First off, like I mentioned, you will need the latest version of Helix or a version at least 3.7.9.2. As you can see at the top, when you're logged into Helix, you can see your version number there. You'll also need the health link certs connected properly to Helix Practice Manager. If your PC is one that does e-referrals or chronic disease management, you will already have the information here. So if you need to double check, I'll open that again. Sorry, it's administration, other settings, machine configuration, and then health link up the top here. And this is your health link information. Okay, so let's look at the new feature. So there's two ways to do a lab order. If you go into a patient's chart, I'll just start with lab order Dave here. If you're in a patient's chart, you can open it in two places. You can go to exams and lab order, or you can go to documents and lab order. Both just open the same screen. So either way, it doesn't matter. So if we just do documents and lab order here, you get this screen here, which is a list of all the lab orders done electronically for this patient. So as you can see, I have none at the minute. So all you have to do is click the add down here, bottom left, and it will pop up the screen to select the correct. So it pulls in the patient's information here, and you can see you can select your hospital. So obviously this is the Beaumont one that's going live. So if we select that, um, this is just saying that this patient isn't found. It's just a test patient. That's no problem. You would have seen this for your e-referrals anyway. So you just click OK, and we're doing Beaumont Hospital, and we're doing a lab order. And if we just click next here, it will create that patient and make it eligible for doing the lab orders. So this is what pops up. So your emergency contact number is actually a number that you would put in for your practice. You can pop in any number, or sorry, your practice number there, and it will remember it for the next time you open a lab or lab order request for any patient. It's not specific to the patient, that will be to the practice. So as you can see, the patient information is pulled in the top here. The clinical details is kind of, you can put in what you are ordering, say is diabetic bloods. And then, as you can see, if you scroll down, these are um, the bloods that you can order, or sorry, the labs. So if we just click a couple here, so HbA1c and the lipid profile, and then there are ones here like the INR will pop up. Please select the oral anticoagulant, and you'll just do it from there. So say if we do none and OK, and that's that much there. So as you can see, as we were popping them in there, um, they go up here. So if we decided actually we didn't want an INR, you can just click the remove button here, and we could put in an iron profile instead. So once you're happy with them and you've reviewed them here, if you just go to review again, it will show you these are the the labs that you have ordered. And so from there, you can commit the order or you can amend and say, actually, I have made a mistake again. So um, if you amend the test, it just brings you back to here. You can remove or you can add additional. So we'll just leave them the way they are. And if we do review again, you're looking from here and you can go commit order. So this is says please provide the following specimens. So that's what they need. As you can see, it's described out here as well. So if you click OK, you get the lab order request popped up and automatically the option to print. Now, I'm just doing this in a test environment, so I'm not going to print, so I'm just going to cancel that. But this is your lab order. You print it out on the A4 as you would have. And then if we just close that, it will pop in here. And as you can see, these are now awaiting a response. If you needed to print any of them again or view them again, you can just select one and you can either click the view or you can just double click and it will open up. And again, that's just the order there. And you can print it out here by clicking the print button. Okay, so now we will just move to our other test patient. If we just go to lab order Anna, and again, we go in this way this time. So lab order or exams and lab order. As you can see, there's not been any done for this patient. And if we do add, again, we pick our hospital. Again, this is a patient that they don't know, and that's fine. And we just go to next. As you can see, the emergency number hasn't changed. And so we just put in clinical details here. Fasting. So we're going to do glucose fasting and lipid profile fasting. And then we can continue on and review it. But just want to show you the manage favorites up here, which allows you to actually add groups of favorites. So you can see here. So if we create a new one and we will just give it a name. So if we do fasting and next, so then we can tell it what we intend to use when we're doing the one that we have called fasting. So if we review that there, so this now is adding one. If we save as favorite, we now have one called fasting. So um, if we wanted to use that, so we have none selected at the minute, but if we just go select lab order favorite here, and we select the one that we've just created called fasting, and we haven't put this in yet, so that needs to go in each time. As you can see, it popped in the two fasting here, so we didn't have to select them individually from the list. So you can build as many favorites as you like that's in that manage favorites tab at the top. So I've just used that, and if we go to review, again, they're the ones that we intend to order, and if we commit the order, it will tell us please provide the following specimens, and we click OK, and again we would, here we go, it will pop up the lab order request with the barcode, and you can print it from here. Again, if we cancel out of that or print it, it will automatically pop in. And as you can see, they have the status awaiting. So when they're acknowledged by HealthLink, this will change, and I'll just show you in a different patient here. They change to acknowledged. So that about covers it from the HPM point of view. Just two notes. Once this new lab ordering does go live in the Beaumont, the old way of submitting orders will no longer be accepted. And also at the same time as the go live, the Beaumont lab is swapping to medlist system. So all the results you receive back will be changing to medlist format. which will mean that there will be some mapping probably required um, on the HPM side when you receive them back. The mapping uh, will be covered in another webinar closer to go live. So that concludes our video. Thank you very much for your time.